Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Pathologic. In the last video, we had gone out early in the morning, and we mixed it up with a few of the thugs that are out there, these hooligans creating trouble for the people of this city, whatever the city is called. I don't think we know what the city's name is called. Whatever, I have to think about it. I'm looking at my map, and I don't see I didn't put a name on it, so I don't think we were told what the city itself is called. We just have a name for the river, its tributaries, the different districts, and the different sections of the city. In any case, yes, we fought with them, and I think I like the combat. It is a little tricky, and I'll probably be reloading once or twice during some of the battles, depending upon how well or not well I do. But we did it. We did pretty well. I think for our first slugfest, as it were. Died only twice. Both of those times were to throwing knives. So that was, wow. And yes, they're insta-kills. How about that? Maybe if we get some sort of protection, that would be very helpful. We have no protection from infection. My goodness. We're hoping our immunity lasts. In any case, we killed quite a few thugs, and we got quite a bit of coins for our efforts. We then went to visit Soborov, I believe, and he told us about wanting to wanting to shut down the city to prevent the pandemic from spreading. So I think that we need to gain the approval of the other two houses, as without all three of their approval, no one of them will be willing to make a move. I think so. So let's go ahead and read the conflict, which is today's quest that we must solve, or I think we fail the game. The ruling family should stand together in the face of a common threat. Soborov should be granted the full extent of governing authority, but the families are not yet convinced that the plague is spreading. This obstacle is not insurmountable, however. If only I knew what it was that scared Anna Angel so much. In addition to tales of the man-eater, the streets are rife with rumors of strange places and suspicious houses. It occurs to me that the children, swarming in the gutters and listening in from the shadows as they do, must learn of these places firsthand. It may be worthwhile to speak with their confidant, Victoria Ogimskaya. So, she's probably in the lump, would be my guess. So that's going to be over here. Yes, I see this indeed has a handprint, so that's where we're going. So we'll immediately make the right and visit her. And we'll visit, what type of shop is that? That's a food shop, so we might as well visit the food shop on the way. Right, all the prices dramatically increased. We learned that as well last episode. And we also learned that repairs go up in cost as well. It used to be 200 coins to get a repair. And now it's something like 900, I think is what it was. So, wow. Everything has gone up dramatically in price. And we've got 3,503 coins. Most of those were gotten by killing thugs yesterday. Let's see. I don't really want to sell lockpicks, so it's probably very useful. Wow, knives are worth a lot of money. 1,440 for them. I think we'll trade one of these away. We'll trade one of those away. I only need a tiny bit more. We can afford a piece of bread as we normally could. Which is to say, wow, that's a really messed up way of trying to describe the fact that as we normally could. This single dagger brings this piece of bread down to a mere 210 in price. And I think it was 165. So it makes the price of the bread much more bearable. So we will take that. I'm tempted to trade the other one as well. $660 for dried meat. 1,650 for that. Like, it strikes me that food's going to be more important to us, at least, than anything else at the moment. I think these can be traded... Yeah, these can be traded to the kids, so I don't want to sell them. It's only 7 for the razors. Alright, we'll trade another dagger. We'll take some more food. I think we'll take... We'll take some dried meat, some milk, and I still have 450 left. So we'll take a lemon. Sure about that, Tim? Yeah, let's do this trade. All right, sir. Thank you. Have a good day. How are we doing on food, by the way? So if I have... Let's see. How much does the lemon cure us? Oh, I think we got a little hungry. But our exhaustion went down. I guess the bitterness keeps us awake a little longer. Okay, and we want to go to the... We want to go to the whatchamacallit, Tim. Across the bridge to the lump. Right, and so I guess I don't really have any more thoughts on this other than let's think about what's actually going on. So we're in the denial phase at the moment. People are still walking around like there isn't a plague probably happening, and there's rumors going about at the moment, right? But the plague probably isn't everywhere yet, obviously, but it's spreading already, and I don't know what the symptoms are of it. I would guess that there aren't too many symptoms of it being in someone until they're far gone or they're dead. Oh, hello.
It's the same power that my dear mother used to glimmer with.
We saw her in the introduction video. She was the one carrying the dead body, I think? Look at all this. If only my dear mother was alive. She'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even Father would listen to her. But who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Your mother. What was she? You don't know. My mother was Mistress Victoria. I was named after her. If only I had gotten her power along with her name, no one would be trying to crawl underground out of fear now. People cling to Simon so much because they've forgotten what true protection is like. Wow! She doesn't look older than, like, 14. But she sounds very ambitious here. Very strong. Strong-willed, too. Well, why don't you believe in Katerina's power? Katerina is scared, like a child herself. I also think she's being tricked. Yes, in her prophecies... Yes, her prophecies come true just like it's always been, but they're becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Can she really predict the future? She sees the vague features, and she always speaks the truth, just like a true mistress ought to. It sounds a bit like... What was his name? With the quatrains. Some sort of... Was he a doctor? Turned psychic? Nostradamus. Where, is it just vague features, so the predictions are vague enough that they could fit into any type of occurrence? I wonder if that's what she's alluding to. Huh. I can hardly believe that.
There's a peculiar smell on the outside. What is this?
Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica, an unexpected visit. And hopefully not unpleasant. Oh, wow, we got kicked out of that conversation.
Father has been avoiding me lately. Strange.
Victoria, I need your help. But of course, how can I help you? Do we go with what the Canes are believing, that there's a murderer running around? Or do we go with what Soborov is thinking, that there is indeed a pandemic? I think we'll go with the pandemic. Do you know of any evidence that would confirm there is indeed an outbreak of the plague? What did you say? Oh, so that's how it is. Give me a moment, please. I need to think. This is very important. I apologize sincerely, but I cannot speak of this. I am bound by a word given. Speak to my father. People are going to die, Victoria. A lot of them. I will take my own measures. Still, I am not allowed to talk to you about this. Oh, come on. What measures can you take? This is no child's play, for crying out loud. I am not allowed to talk about this. Yes. Now I see what these strange places are. I'm begging you, Victoria. My father is in the wing next door. Now, please excuse me. You stubborn girl. Oh, no. Okay, so we should have gone with murderer. Oh, I did not want to talk to Mr. Olgimsky about this.
Well, under the circumstances, any inheritance would be opportune.
Oof. Alright, so we're not getting anything from him at all. I guess we have to talk to her again, since he's not talking to us at all.
The winter comes soon, I hope.
Victoria, I need your help. Oh, I have to say about the murderer then. This is a bit weird. Have you by any chance heard of anything unusual going on in the town? From the children, perhaps? You must be aware that I'm looking for Isidore's murderer. I was actually about to share this with you. Little kids come to me in flocks from throughout the town. They are all scared. The youngest are afraid of Shabnak. The older ones tell me there is something wrong with certain houses. And who knows what's inside. Go on. The children are lovely reporters. They remember all that's crucial to them in great detail and leave out everything else completely. As for this case, my friends have noticed a staggering amount of details, and yet they have forgotten to tell me the most important part. So I can only give you a rough direction of the area. I'd be more than grateful. It's in Earth, the troubled southern part of the town. You could use a guide down there. Find a boy named Sticky. He'll show you the houses that have fallen silent. He will also tell you what is where, so that you don't get confused. Thank you. One more thing. Lara was looking for you. She needs your help with something. Everyone does. I'll go see her if I have the time. And where is Earth? Oh, we're in Earth, I think. No, Earth is to the right. It's somewhere in this area. I think that's Earth. It was the Earth, the knots, and the stone yard, if I recall correctly. So we want this section. So, but she said the southern part of town. Okay, I don't have notes on that. So let's go ahead and... Well, I guess we'll go up and visit... Oh, no, hello. Where was Laura then? Lara? Lara. Where's Lara? Oh, did we now just update our map? We updated this journal. We have no other task. That's Anna. We already visited her. Sticky. Do we get... Maybe the name is somewhere here already? Laraba's house. Okay, we haven't been here yet. You know what? We'll swing up past her house first then. And see what she wants. And then we can go over to Sticky. Alright, thank you, Victoria. I guess we should talk to a handful of the kids that are around town as well. Just, oh, I should be saying, look closer to the microphone, Tim. Just to see if more of their conversations have changed. Let's think, what else can we talk about? Yes, Raphael Perry. You asked maybe if I die a few times, I should play as the Hospex rather than the Bachelor to try a different point of view. I think I would like to keep playing the Bachelor, though. This is my first time playing through the game, and the Bachelor, I've been told, is easier than the Horospex is. And in addition to that, we will be treated like an outsider with the Bachelor, which is to say that people will tell us things that we might not know. Which is to say that it's assumed that I don't know things about the town, and that's exactly the case for me. I think if I beat the game, then I can go ahead and play as the Horospex the second time through. Although I probably won't play through the game a second time until next year or so. I'm surprised how long this game is already, which in a way is to say that it doesn't feel like this is going to be a short game. I thought I would get through a day in an hour, but it's going to take me like 4 or 5 videos to get through one day. So it's going to be a bit of a long series, this one. I like that idea, but it also means that I won't get a chance to play through the game several times at the moment. And by that, I mean during this fall season. I cannot talk to you. Oh, you're just bowing. Oh, you're all bowing too. Why are you bowing?
Haruspex was offered 100,000 for his inheritance. He refused.
You are the person that came to Maria Kenna in a dream. I recognize you straight away. My name is Lara Ravel, and this is the shelter. You are always welcome here. My name is Daniel Dankovsky. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. You always have guests, but your face looks sad. Well, yes. I am the mistress of this house, after all. That doesn't mean I'm a mistress, mind you, not with a capital M. I won't ever become one. But I can also serve people to the best of my ability. Who are you talking about? Everyone who sits at this table. See? They are all trying to be mysterious. But in reality, every action we take is a mere consequence of a deep wound. Our words are like the drops of blood seeping from it. Sorrow is what opens people up fully. You are a poet. I'm just in a melancholic mood. We are way too used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything back to order. I'd be happy to help you if I can.
It's nice to see you.
There's panic everywhere, right? The prices are rising by the hour, not to mention that we haven't received any provisions for several months. The shops are empty. The people are eager to buy anything at exorbitant prices. Everyone's trying to prepare themselves for the epidemic. Okay, yep, so this is what I thought would happen. Okay, so I guess The whole town is abuzz with this news now. I guess that would make sense since all the shops' prices greatly increased, so... News spread, rumor got out, and now everyone is thinking there is indeed a pandemic, even though we have not yet verified this. Yes, it's absolutely absurd. I think the prices have gone up threefold. Well, is that right? Do we want to act... Do I want to act smug? I think I will in this... No, because we haven't examined the body yet, so we don't know that we're right yet. But it's not really absurd. It's what I would have... It's what I would expect in a situation that would involve an epidemic. The more people want to rush and buy all the food, thinking that they need to shut themselves in the house and they want to get as much of it as possible early, and hopefully it's all uncontaminated, I can understand then why the rest of it goes up in price afterwards. We need to buy emergency rations. A lot of them. It will be a challenge, even today. But I fear that tomorrow it will simply become unfeasible. How much do you need? We need a lot. I want at least 12 people to be able to survive for a month in the house that will become a shelter. With minimal expenses, of course. My friends and those who help me set the place up will be accepted in. Can I become one of these people? Of course. What do I need to do? I've collected all the money I could find. I sent couriers on a shopping mission to try and find the best prices. Now I need to collect the most important donations from the Kanes and the Olgimskis. Yulia agreed to make a donation too. I'm going to need to see them now, and then I'll join this crazy shop rush. You're not going anywhere. It's a general rule, Lara. Those who stay in survive. Those who go around shopping die. Get it? I do. But I'm used to doing everything myself. And I don't really have a lot of choice right now. I will make the purchases. I have a lot of walking to do today anyway. Tell me what you need. I need to collect Vlad the Younger's, Yulia's, and Maria Kana's donations. Tell them that you are acting on my behalf. Then you'll need to find the best prices and buy as much bread, smoked meat, and fish as possible. Only the products that don't go bad quickly. You'll need to take it all to the House of the Living. I'll show you where it is. Where can I find the best prices at the moment? I've heard some shops are planning to sell stuff for bargain prices from time to time. Ask the townsfolk. They should know. I see. Thank you. And forgive me for burdening you with some time-consuming and mundane errands, but one day a lot of people will be very thankful that we've managed to take care of the vital issue beforehand. This work is neither very time-consuming nor mundane, and it's definitely more than a mere errand. It's a very important mission. Okay, so what are we doing now? Other task. Lara reads too much classic literature. She wants to create a shelter where her friends and intimates will be safe while the outbreak is seething through the town. Vlad the Younger, Maria Kana, and Yulia Luricheveva are willing to provide the witherall to buy the necessary provisions. But it comes down to me to source them. I need to buy several loaves of bread, a few bundles of dried fish, and some legs of smoked meat. I think I might have all of that right now. What have I got? I have 2 bread and 1 fish on me. Is this dried meat? And 1 dried meat. Okay. So we should keep an eye open for more of this stuff. Okay, well, what we're going to do now is we are going to go visit Yulia, and then we'll visit Sticky. And on the way, we'll keep a we'll talk to maybe a few of the townsfolk as well, if I pass by any. And we'll see. Maybe we can get a hint as to where to buy the best food. Maybe like there's something small has changed with some of the shop signs or something, or maybe a certain hour of the day certain shops will sell stuff at a lower price. There's like no one on the street, but it is still raining. Did a good job in the sound effect of the rain, too. It sounds like rain hitting leaves. And there's lots of leaves around here, too. They did a fantastic job on this city. I really like the atmosphere of this game.
My arms are flaccid, as if made of cotton wool.
What's going on in the town? I wish I could go out and see for myself. I've come on Laura Ravel's request. Oh, true. She did say that she needed to buy some provisions, stock up on drinking water and whatnot. Some couriers have offered their services to me already, and then there was this profiteering peddler who visited yesterday. The mind boggles. Just to think that all this hullabaloo was caused by the death of one single man. I don't know for a fact that there's an epidemic. There have been quite a few deaths recently. That is terrible. All these years, I was unable to fathom how porous the boundary between the bestial and the humane is. Porous, if not altogether ethereal. Mankind is the apex of creation because we are free. Animals don't even have an option. This is debatable. Yet now is not the time to get into this argument. Yes, let us get back to more pressing matters then. Here, take the money. I am not so eager to give everything I have to alleviate the outbreak, because I've yet to see any proof that the outbreak is real. But I am well aware of the reality of Lara's drastic circumstances. I will embrace the opportunity, however slim. However, at least part of the money will be used for purposes other than this shelter has conceived of. So, what is this statement? This is exactly the kind of blindness that kills people during emergencies. What blindness? Not giving us all the money? No, I don't think that's correct. We don't have proof of it yet. We'll just thank her. Thank you, Yulia. 3,000 coins. Realistically, that won't even purchase one piece of bread and one thing of fish today. Yesterday, that would have purchased all the fish and all the bread I could possibly have wanted. I should probably stop by any other, like, named places on my way, if they're on the road I'm walking on, to see if anyone there has anything else to say. Although, maybe I should be a little worried about the plague. Like, maybe... to say this. Can we get infected today? Is that... I guess we can. So we need to take precautions as well, I suppose, don't we? Like, we're about to meet this kid. What if the place he's in is infected? Or he's going to lead us to a place that's infected, isn't he? I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is. This is going to be... not going to be tough is the wrong word for this, but I'm getting nervous. I would like to avoid getting sick. Sir! No, I don't need anything else. All right, let's see. Hello, miss. Just waiting for us? My heart is... okay, everything will be fine. I can't offer her food at the moment until... because I don't know what type of food I would give away. I'm gonna... let's see what's for sale at one of these places. Oh, we've been here before, because he has a watch that we probably traded to him. I need to keep an eye open for, like, pins and what have you. So we should probably stop by most of the stores and see if they have anything of that sort. Do they sell scalpels, maybe, at the medical facility? I wouldn't think they did. This is the place. That door, at least, is locked. Oh, I don't like being in here. Creepy. Feels like some sort of storage more than a home.
So, I've seen this Haruspex. Didn't look too happy.
Want to see something fun? Sure. Look around. Some houses are always open for you. Others open for everyone only under certain circumstances. If a person dies, or when there's a wedding or something. Others still are only open to those who can find a creep hole in. I'm too big for creep holes. Well, I collect places like that. I made a map a year ago. Now there are so many marks on it that there's no room for houses. I hid in a house for about 2 hours once. The owners were there, but they didn't notice me. Interesting.
Enough chin wagging.
Yes. Will you teach me to tell a person's expected lifespan by their pupils? I will when you grow taller than that polyhedron of yours.
Every joker's one step away from being a goner.
Was that in retaliation for what I said? They say you've seen a silent house. I've seen it all right. Shouldn't have done that. Hey, can you check me? You know, like you doctors do, just in case. Although, they say if you get sick, you can feel it straight away. It feels as if someone was pouring boiling tar straight into you. Yeah. No fever. You're fine. Have you sneaked into infected houses? Which ones? One's really close by, just across the yard. That's one freaky place, all right. All hot and smeared with body fat. Ugh. They say bloody mold was crawling up the walls during the first outbreak, too. Like a scab. This is rubbish. A scab on stone walls? I know what I'm talking about. That thing's carrying the disease. That's why it's so creepy. What if it crawls further? And no one cares? The guy tried to tell them, if you see blood leaking from under a door, that's where the a Shabnak, has had a feast. But no one believes them guys. Is it better that never than late or... Is it better never than late or something? What makes you think houses like this are infected? Nothing. I'm not sure, really. But you said yesterday that Simon died of a disease, so I put 2 and 2 together. I'm not a baby. I know how things work, and I don't really believe in all that step stuff, even though I live next to the kin. My friend's father's a tanner. He says it's all hogwash, too. You don't believe in step stuff? What do you mean? I mean what I'm saying. I respect old customs and all, but trains are more convincing than rites. A lot of folks here believe in step stuff. My mom also smeared our doorstep with horse milk and put bull's bones into our pillows, and so what? Did that do any good? Alright, let's talk later. We have no time to lose. Come, I'll show you. No! I'll show you. You're not going anywhere. You're staying home and waiting for me to return. It's on the map? It's not on the map? Or I don't see it. Every minute in this game counts, so I dislike it when I maybe haven't finished a conversation chain.
Something's on. I feel makes my hair stand on end.
Okay, so he has nothing else to tell me, and he didn't put it on the map. Unless it was Isidore's house. I don't see any red handprints, which is what I'm looking around for. Oh. Okay. Well, he said across the square. So I'm guessing it's in the immediate area. I'm gonna talk. No, he's turning away. That's not the place either. Okay, I want to reload the game if I can't find it to save myself like 30 minutes in game time, because where is this place? That's Yulia. That's not it. That's the lump. We were already there. That's Willow. That can't be the place. It's not the same building, but on the other side, is it? Let's check that. Nope, still locked. The problems of playing the game blind, everyone. I don't know where I'm supposed to go when it's not on the map. Is it on the map? Like, I don't see it. Do you guys see it? I get the impression it's supposed to be around his place somewhere. He said it was across the yard? So here we are, once again. No one's asking us. Got a smoke? What is it, Pop? You want to ask me something? So, have you defeated the foe? Found the root of evil? I mean, like, by the way, there was an accident once. Happened to a mate of mine. I'm all agog. What happened to this worthy man? So you see, he broke a leg once, right? Also got himself kidney pains. It was early spring, March or so. And so he went off to gather them warts. 'Twas high time for them. Said he'd sell them so that they're made into potions. That is, twine. Otherwise, they're pretty worthless. Wait a minute. You went to gather warts with a broken leg? That's the point. That's the point when he broke it. Obviously, he went to gather herbs unbroken, running around regardless of whether you're even whole or all in pieces is a modern thing. Things used to be different back then. Okay, so what does it have to do with the turn skin? Stop interrupting me then. He wandered far off. Darkness fell and all. So he thought he should get back. And then he feels like something has grabbed his leg. It's all dark. So he thought maybe he's grabbed too many herbs and roots so the earth wouldn't let him go. He took the best ones too, the juiciest. Well, what was it? He looks down. And there's something holding him. Something hand-like. Like a hand. Doesn't seem like a root at all. Holding him fast, trying to get a hold of his ankle. And then he sees that it's a bone hand, for real. So 'twas him, the Shabnak. And so my mate tried to break free and run off. Come back home and saw that his leg was broken. I see. So why the hell did you feel the need to waste my time telling me this? Well, he got sick, right? So 'tis all medical stuff. You're a medic. It's a useful story for you, see? Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Ah, this is frustrating. This is frustrating. Okay, if it's... Again, I'm just going to reload the game if I can't find it in the immediate area. I get the feeling like he was supposed to show us where it was, and didn't. I think we've searched this before. We'll search it again. Nothing. Alright, so we'll go on the inside of this little area. We'll search those houses, and when I find it, I'll reload the game so I don't have to run around for like an hour in-game figuring out where it's located. Right, unless... Does our quest tell us something different? I must enter the silent house. Is that on the map? No, it's not. All right, here's what I'm gonna do, everyone. I'm gonna cut the recording, and I'll be back when I found the place. Give me a few seconds. Hey, everyone. All right, I found it. It took me running all around the neighborhood, and finally I guessed it might be Isidore's place. That took me about 23 minutes. That was really effing dumb. Why couldn't they just have put it on the map? Why couldn't Daniel said, show me on the map where this place is located so I don't have to run around and waste 23 minutes of my real life time trying to find this place. Now, the unfortunate part about me finding it and verifying this was the location is that I also got to see what happens to me when I go in this location. This is really what gets me angry with things like this. So, I have practiced this now because, well, that's the type of person I am. Let's go in here and see the infected house together. Who is that? Is that a person? Will you help me? What's wrong with you? Can't you see me? It's so hot. It hurts. My head is about to burst. Blood is curdling in my veins. I'd scream, but I don't want the children to hear. There are no children here. I keep hearing children's voices. The girls are crying, and the boy is laughing. We mustn't scare them. Don't tell them, and don't let them in here. You're delirious. No one is in here. Don't come close. We're dying already. I told my sisters not to go outside, so they're shambling around the house. Who's shambling around the house, and why? Just don't kill us. Don't kill them if they ask you for help. Their mind is clouded with pain. They can't even find each other. They're only praying. Don't come close to them. And step away from me, too. I'll be back. Take the key. You'll be able to open the door if we lose consciousness. Hold on. Whoo! Okay, we did it. So that's... I don't know if that's proof that that house is infected. And we got something written down. So we'll go ahead and take a read of all this. I guess right now. Let's go ahead and read it. And then I'm going to complain a little bit more about old games. About games that don't... In a game which has a massive city and not putting a mark on the map, that's okay. But the kid should then have put something in my journal hinting as to the fact that it was Isidore's house for me, rather than make me run around the city looking for the place. Come on. So, where are we? I have to enter the silent house if I am to confirm that the disease that killed Simon is spreading. Who other than Bachelor Dankovsky is qualified to make that kind of verification to the local authorities? Of course, I must be careful. Ruben told me that the local drugstores are running out of immune system medication. What is this house? What is the nature of that filth? And the other inflammation that covered the poor woman's body? If the rulers require proof, then this is it. I will present Suvorov with the key, a grisly memento that unlocks the secrets contained within this diseased place. So, let's go back and talk to the kid first. And then we'll go back and talk to Suvorov. Yeah, that was... I'm so sorry, everyone. What happens is I get really frustrated if something is a little more convoluted than it needs to be. And sometimes that's my fault, because sometimes I don't understand the obvious hint or marker that's in front of me, trying to tell me, Tim, you're being really freaking dumb. It's right here. But sometimes there is no such thing, and I get upset because I feel like I'm wasting time when it should have been a little more obvious to me. Especially in this game. It puts marks everywhere for you where you're supposed to go. It couldn't put a mark over Isidore's house?
So, I've seen this Haruspex. Didn't look too happy.
I really hope you've... I found the silent house. Next time, take me with you. Oh, sure. I won't take a step out of bed without you.
My knee pits itch. Is that bad?
If it's eczema, it could be. I get eczema sometimes on my knee pits and my elbows. And my knees. I really hope you've quenched your thirst for acts of valor. I think I know what we need to be looking for. I've heard all that stuff about a turnskin, a bloodsucker, a man-eater, about it being a man and about it being a woman. I've heard the tales of an invisible, many-headed beast that can go through walls, but that's all hogwash. All right, enlighten me. What else is there to find? The killer is unusual, but it exists. We need to be looking for the carrier of the disease. Right, Master? Now I hear a man talking. Who is it? A man-like creature, skin so pale that it seems to be gleaming. It comes from under the ground sometimes, turns up somewhere around the rotten field, between the cemetery and the abattoir. Have you seen it? Once. Not sure that was the thing, though. We tried to follow it a couple times, but it always knows it's being followed. Anyway, it fits the description. A rather strange thingy. I can even imagine why folks says it has several heads. Why? Because it does. That was a stupid but well-played joke, boy. Between the graveyard and the abattoir. This must be the graveyard? I thought this was a graveyard over here. Between the graveyard and the abattoir. I guess I'm not sure where it is. Right, so what happens in that house? So, first time I walked in it, I'm like, okay, this is Isidore's house. Are we supposed to be here? And then I talked to the girl and I realized, oh, this is indeed the diseased house where I'm supposed to be. Okay. And then I tried to leave the house. And that's when the girls ambushed me. And if you don't run out of the house instantly, they pin you. It's a shame. It's a shame that that happened because my first instinct was to panic. And it would have been glorious to have seen it on screen. And of course, I didn't want to Alt F4. I didn't immediately hit escape and quit for some reason either. I don't know why I didn't. I just thought I could leave the house. And then reload the game. So there you have it.
Without the mistresses, the ruler's struggle for power will turn into a military confrontation. But Katerina? No, wrong.
I've found proof, Governor. Here is the key to the house where several people dying in agony are waiting for anyone willing to examine them. Will that be enough? I have already received a report of your spectacular success. News of your deeds precedes you. Now I want you to personally convey your opinion on what you have witnessed to Kane and Olgimsky. Then we can consider your mission complete. Why can't someone else do that? Please. I would like them to hear it from you, not from me. I don't know if I have time. Very well. We gotta go back to these places anyway, right? We're coming down here for... yeah, we're coming down here for the young Olgimsky. So what we'll do, everyone, for the rest of this video is we're going to go back to the lump, talk to Senior Olgimsky, then go down to the young guy, get the funds, and then we'll call the session at that point. And what time is it in game? 10 o'clock. How tired am I? I am not tired yet. When we pass by the Canes, I'll probably stop by Eva Yan's house and rest as well for a little bit. Maybe Eva Yan can go to the safe place as well. 10 o'clock, Tim. Yeah, sorry everyone. I don't like losing my temper on screen, which is another reason why I cut the recording if I have to go and run and hunt something, and I know I'm going to begin getting upset. That's just not good. It's not good luck. Okay, so we're gonna go down this way. So what can we talk about, Tim? So Daniel is a lot braver than I am. I couldn't bring myself to go into a place where I knew someone was sick inside of it with a potentially easily contagious, catchable disease, a very contagious disease. Wouldn't be able to bring myself to go into the place. Nope. It would be extremely difficult. I suppose I would definitely make the exception for family, but oh my god, the precautions I would go through. So over here I have a respirator with some cartridges for it. I'd be wearing that. I had some goggles, gloves, and I'd make sure all my clothes get stripped when I get home, tossed immediately into the laundry, and I get a shower taken after washing my hands and using whatever sanitary measures I can that I have at my disposal to make sure everything in me is as clean as possible. Then I'd go around the house, which is what I was doing at the beginning of the real virus that shall not be named, and I would wipe down all the door handles after that with my sanitary wipes, just to make sure, because I'm very absent-minded. I have a habit of scratching my nose and stuff like that. So I know I'd catch the disease thanks to an offhand, well, touching of my eyes or something like that.
Yes?
See what you've done, Doctor. You won't be able to leave this place now. The town is blocked off. I've transferred my powers over to Sobolov. He didn't hesitate to express his gratitude by assigning me to the position of an intendant. Now I'm in charge of equipping and maintaining infirmaries. I'm sure the train is not the only line of communication with... Oh, well, I'm not planning to leave. Pity. I wanted to ask a favor of you in return. But I will do that later. I want to get to know your new allies better. The Canes and the Sobolovs. Otherwise, it will be less dramatic. We will have an opportunity to come to an agreement. Vlad Olgimsky. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a lot more information here. Do I want to read all of this? Okay, we'll read all of it at the beginning of the next video. Whatever he said, whatever mark was placed on my map, it doesn't particularly matter very much, because I'm going down to the young Olgimsky next to get some more funds. while we're over by the canes, again, we're going to, next video, I will probably rest for an hour or two. And then I will raid our stash of supplies, all the rations and food that we had picked up. And I'll see what types of food we have that might fit what these people want. I've heard so much about you. I've heard a lot about you, too. That's it. Show me what's in your pockets, pumpkin. A lockpick. She wants 5 for it. She's only interested in fish hooks and pins. So you have dried meat. So I would want that. Right? It is dried meat. Hold on. Is it dried meat they want? It is, wait. Smoked meat. They want smoked meat, not dried meat. So that's this. I have enough for 2 of it. I guess we'll purchase both. Sure, we'll purchase both of them, and we'll purchase the dried meat as well. Do I want... Actually, we'll purchase a fish. That leaves me with enough left I can get my scalpel repaired. Let's do this. Unless we have things that he'll buy. Gold ring. I'll sell 2 gold rings to him. Actually, no, I won't. We'll just take this for the cash. And that's most of the... I think that's at least half the rations that they wanted. And I can see why it's so important to get them as well early on in the game. You do not want to have to purchase all this stuff today. Like, getting food yesterday was really important, not only for us, but in order to help out the town, apparently. Though, to be fair, this is an optional quest. So I don't know. Like, do we have to do this? No, we don't. Maybe we shouldn't do it. I'm gonna feel too guilty now, though. We've already spent some of her... We spent all of her money. we have spent all of our money, Tim, now. Now it's too late. We're definitely doing this now. There's the rail line. We have not been to that place yet. I think he's off to the left here.
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
I've come at Lara Ravel's request. Yes, I remember the arrangement. Here's what I can personally donate. It's a pity I can't extort a nicer sum from my father. Can he be convinced somehow? It's no use even trying. Really? Why? He has his own opinion on the matter. I think he accepts that you might be right. He accepts it, but he won't admit it. See the difference? Obviously, getting solid proof is disadvantageous to him for some reason, not to mention it would immediately cause him expenses. I can see the difference, but I don't understand the game he's playing. I'm not going to discuss that. I can only sympathize with you and advise you against disturbing my father with this question. I see. 4,000 more bucks. Alright, everyone, so that will do it for us. So, we'll stop here, and in the next video, we'll read my journal entry for a sum up of everything that we have currently done and what we will be doing next. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.